this is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Hi, wrestling fans. I'm Dan Mirade.
And I'm Mr. USA WWE Hall of Famer Tony Atlas.
Wrestling fans, we want to update you with everything that's going on here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. As you know, our live event schedule imploded because of the coronavirus. We had great events booked here in Massachusetts, along with New York, Maine, and other places we were working on down in the Carolinas. Obviously, those have not happened.
Wrestling fans, let's break down what we know, what we don't know, and what we've been doing about it. We've wanted nothing more than to update you on what's been going on behind the scenes at a very stressful time, but we're very limited due to various contracts in place and government rules and regulations, all but holding a gun to our head. As noted, our original March 28th event at Once Somerville in Somerville, Massachusetts, that was postponed to July 12th, has been rescheduled to Sunday, March the 14th, 2021, nearly 1 year later. In the Somerville situation, we have no access to any information about fans, tickets, etc. as per the venue agreement. That was all handled by Once Somerville. In regards to our Back to the 80's WrestleFest event, originally scheduled for April 11th back home at Memorial Hall in Melrose, that was rescheduled for Saturday, November the 14th. Per the venue, as of this moment, the event has not been canceled yet. We cannot announce the cancellation, or we're going to be out thousands of dollars more than we already are. But to be extremely clear, as we continue to wait for clear guidance from the venue and the government on the event, the rule in Massachusetts about indoor events in Massachusetts right now is that it must be 25 people or less in the venue, and that even includes the venue staff, wrestlers, etc. As a human being with a brain, that would tell me the event will not take place November the 14th. However, we cannot tell you that it is canceled. With continued very limited communication, another communication battle with Memorial Hall in Melrose, after attempting to book an open date for several months as a backup, the venue finally allowed us to book Saturday, April the 3rd, 2021. It has been a nightmare of epic proportions of a situation for an organization of our size to deal with, as we're practically being held hostage. Revenue generated from pre-sale tickets went to the rent, talent deposits, airfare, hotel, advertising. Other than the hotels working with us both last spring and in November, we're really stuck between a rock and a hard place. So to be clear, with the guidance we have now from the venue and government officials, November 14th is not officially canceled, but absolutely we cannot advertise it to you as happening, as the state will not allow more than 25 people total in the building. It is our expectation that the event will officially be rescheduled for April the 3rd, 2021, as mentioned earlier. For those of you that have tickets, they will be valid for April 3rd, 2021, or at any point in the future for life. After the torment we have been put through financially and mentally at this point, dealing with some of these agencies, we would never, ever do that to our fans. Aside from an independent wrestling promotion, look at who else has been affected by this. What would have been around a dozen wrestling legends that depend on income from these personal appearances to survive. Up-and-coming young talents looking for experience and income from the live events they compete on. Third-party vendors that generate income from these events. Venues, insurance companies, advertisers, and airlines have made out very well from all of our hard work and those ticket sales, and still, a little over a month away from the event, leave us with extremely limited information to share with you. Unless you've ever been in these shoes, you cannot imagine the anger and the frustration and the stress you feel in the moment. We're not a venue, we're not an insurance company, we're not an advertising agency, we're not an airline. We're simply Boston Wrestling, MWF, and all we can do is work within our limitations to do right by every person involved in the event, from you great wrestling fans to all of the great athletes and legends involved in making it happen. It's all we can do right now, but in the end, we'll do right.
Everyone that has tickets, those tickets are valid forever. Once you buy something for us, it's not like dealing with the airlines where there's going to be fees, where there's going to be changes. It's only valid for a year. We realize that without professional wrestling fans, there is no professional wrestling. There is no talk show with Tony and I. There are no live events. You guys make this industry happen. And anyone that forgets that, don't waste your time with them. Your tickets are valid forever. If for whatever reason the makeup date is at a time that isn't convenient for you, it can carry over forever. It's not one use, one shot, and then it's over with. So you're with us forever. We appreciate everyone that bought tickets, Tony. It was our biggest advance to date. Not only have we had to put down a tremendous amount of money on deposits for venues, thousands of dollars in airline tickets, thousands of dollars in television and Facebook and paper advertising we had to flush down the toilet. So it's a horrible time for us, to be very blunt with you, and we want to be as honest as we can about it. We are going to have a great Back to the 80's WrestleFest event at Memorial Hall. Is it going to be November 14th? I don't think so, Tony. I think we have to be kind of honest with each other right now. I can't imagine that there's going to be a vaccine that would make everybody comfortable to come out November 14th, or that the state would even allow the event. But just the frustrating thing is the venue isn't communicating what we can do to make this happen down the line. And again, they have the deposit money that we had to put down, and it's been 21 years of frustrations. From 1999 to 2008, we couldn't even book it because a venue that was losing $70,000 of taxpayer money wouldn't book it to wrestling because they thought they were better. Then we were given the price by one individual to the venue. The operation changed, and all of a sudden our rent doubled. So I don't know. I could write a book about some of the happenings at Memorial Hall, but I'll tell you this sincerely. Myself, Tony, Road Warrior Animal, Jake the Snake Roberts, Axe and Smash Demolition, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Lanny Poffo, and so many more. We look forward to seeing you. We look forward to celebrating all the great things that there are about professional wrestling. And we just thought it was fair, Tony, to touch base with the fans and let them know what was going on.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
The last thing we want to do is have to implode and go under like so many other small businesses have. We're not going to do that. We're going to have this great event. We're going to have it at Memorial Hall, and we're going to communicate with you the best we can once we have communication. Is that a good way to put it?
That's a good way to put it.
Well, you're the boss, baby.
Yes.
Neil, thank you for everything you've done in dealing with the venue. For you wrestling fans, please, more than anything, stay healthy, be well, follow us on social media, or enjoy our talk shows on Tuesday and Thursday nights at 9 on YouTube with Tony and Marty Jannetty. We'll talk soon. Good night.